Gaines came in looking big. I mean, how physical are those guys right now? How excited are they to be out there?
Oh, man, they're super excited, especially going from our built different drills, our mat drills, and getting out there to play some football. I know they're super excited, but that's a testament to Coach Hilgard and his crew. He's definitely put on some body armor on those guys.
What is the film like first spring practice of the year?
I'm always nervous the first one, But it actually went pretty well because we went to our football school. We got to go through the installs a couple times, and so it wasn't their first time actually going out there and repping those plays. So I thought they did a pretty good job, but it's always different when you get the bodies moving around.
What is the plan with Ashton? Obviously, you want to get him his work in, but be very careful, make sure he's good to go. Georgia Southern games. How do you plan to use him this spring?
Definitely, we got to keep his timing and his tempo on point. But he's got 2 years of experience now, so a lot of those situations that he would have played in, especially even last spring where he was pretty much the bell cow back, we're not going to be putting him as many of those situations. But we got 2-3 backs behind him that we got to get developed, so they're going to take a lot of those live portions.
What have you noticed about how Jeanty has handled the offseason, J-Mo, just with everything that's thrown at him with NIL and superstardom? What stood out to you?
He's the same dude. Those intangible things that we knew about him, his competitiveness and his toughness, those have went through the roof. But the thing that we've saw is just his leadership, because we got a lot of young guys in the room, and so he's done a really good job going through workouts and different things and really pushing those guys and teaching them kind of the standard.
Where do you want him to improve his game to to reach that next level?
It's not anything really wholesale, but obviously we want to finish off that protection piece and put that on film heavily this season, and so that's going to be a big emphasis. The rest of his game, you guys know that.
What did Breezy show you last year, and where can he get better this season?
I think the biggest jump from year 1 to year 2 is always mentally, because he's the guy that came in the summer, and so it was kind of drinking through a fire hose. And so this season, the game's going to hopefully, we're going to slow it down for him a little bit more, and he has a better grasp of the offense because we didn't change the terminology at all. So he should be able to hit the ground running this spring and put together 15 good practices. He started today pretty well.
How much do you think not changing the terminology and pretty much keeping the playbook similar will help?
Oh, it's tremendous because, that's learning for everybody if we would have changed the terminology. And having Coach Koetter come in here, he knows exactly kind of what we were doing last year. So it's been a seamless transition, but it would have been us out there kind of looking at the signals a little different and our coaching points, those will stay the same, but teaching the play and saying, hey, it's like this, whereas now it's just, hey, this is this, and we can just hit the ground running.
As a guy who wasn't there for Dirk Koetter's first stint as offensive coordinator, what's it been like to work alongside him since he's arrived?
Oh man, it's been awesome. So even back to 2005, 2006, I've known who Coach Koetter was. He was at ASU when I was coming out of high school, so we had some familiarity there. But just somebody that he's so just black and white, and just his experience, he can come in and where we're kind of all over the place, he kind of just, this is what we're doing. And so that's kind of the cool part about Coach Koetter, and he's just he's a great dude. And so he's a wealth bank of knowledge for all of us younger coaches, and we sitting there with our notepads heavily and like, oh, never thought about it like that. And so we take notes daily as an offensive staff, but we're fortunate to have him here.
Impressions of seeing Sire out there today, and what are your expectations for him in the spring?
Well, just to get him rolling. I always tell these guys, it's the biggest transition coming from high school to college because everything's different. The tempo's faster, the guys are bigger. But just getting them to process the signals, get lined up, and get those things rolling. So he'll get that. We'll have our group of younger guys where they'll be rolling, getting through the offense, and as they get it, we'll start incorporating them into the live team reps and things like that.
You mentioned taking notes from Coach Koetter. Coach Danielson said when he hired him, he said, he's a guy that can develop the staff. With his wealth of experience everywhere he's been, what's the biggest thing you can learn from him?
He's probably forgotten more ball than I know, and I know that people say that all the time, but he's just been around some really great backs at all levels, and so just picking his brain on certain things here and there, it's nothing really wholesale, but just minor tweaks on reads here, what he likes, what he thinks on certain things, it just helps me out. And then, because whenever he pitches something to you, he gives you option A, option B, and then we kind of just filter through. I kind of like this more. Okay, like that. Do it like this, and then it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool to work with him because most people are pretty cut and dry without like we're doing it like this. He'll be like, hey, I've done it like this. I've done it like this. Which one do you like more? And so obviously when you're coaching something, the one you like more, you're probably going to get that coached in a little bit more effectively.
What role can Caden Dudley carve out for himself on this team?
I mean, with our different packages, we definitely need more than one back playing because we have a pretty extensive two-back package. But he's done a lot of things throughout his career. It's just making him stay available. That's going to be his biggest thing because he's gotten little nicks and dings throughout the season, especially last season. His role started to expand, and then he had a little lower leg injury, and so it kind of knocked him back off. But the main thing for him is just keep growing and keep learning the offense like he should know. He knows it pretty well, but now it's just staying available.
Have you ever coached a running back that has a legitimate chance to be a Heisman contender?
No, it's my first one. I've been fortunate. My last three I've been able to coach. They've been pretty solid backs, and they're playing on Sundays, and so we're just trying to continue that trend. But Ash he's in his own little realm right now.
Maybe this is kind of too early for this question, but how does that change things for a back? I mean, obviously that word Heisman comes with pressure, comes with expectations. I mean, how does that affect the player?
I mean, we don't worry about any of all that. You know, that's outside of here, and so we just got to win each day, and that's going through the process and coming in with your mind right, putting in the work, and then continuing to be who he is. So we don't need him to be anything else than what he is. So.